We've gotten quite a few calls, mostly to my cell phone as well as Robert's home, questioning the situation that arose this past week about the validity of his diploma from high school. What people don't realize is, for a time being there, he was removed from the ballot because of accusations that he did not have a valid diploma. So we're here today to clear that up, to explain to the media and to the public and the citizens of Rutherford County exactly what transpired, what happened, and what the results were, and where we stand today.
The County Election Commission was contacted and informed that the Post Commission, which Truman Jones serves on, ruled that his diploma, high school diploma from 1995, was invalid because he has dyslexia and had to have special education. And they ruled that, so in effect they ruled that all diplomas, all special education diplomas couldn't hold it. At that point, they said he had to be taken off the ballot. They had already approved him beforehand. We then contacted the necessary authorities, both the local school boards, to try and provide proof his diploma was real. We had to spend several days, almost a week, doing this, and eventually the State Department of Education ruled, with the help of Lieutenant Governor Ron Ramsey's office, that he was in fact valid and his diploma was valid. I think it's a hideous act that is probably, in my 25 years in politics, one of the lowest acts in politics to try and take a person's diploma away from them that was earned legally, and try to take him off the ballot at the last minute, just hours before the deadline. And because he had to prove by 4 o'clock that evening, they said that he could be on the ballot. We went through all these hoops and did all this, and then starting yesterday, the press started calling, started finding out, so we figured we better have the press conference and explain what went on at that point. And he is now back on the ballot with the help of Lieutenant Governor Ron Ramsey's office, which we were very grateful for, and the help of the state party. And this should never have happened, and it was an insult to the 40 million people that have dyslexia and anyone else who's ever had special education. And there is absolutely no difference in the diploma versus a regular diploma. In fact, it is a violation of federal civil rights. That's why they had to take that off the diplomas now. It is a violation of federal law to even question that anymore.
I've worked hard through the years to overcome my dyslexia, graduating from Oakland High School and being eligible to attend college. One of the proudest and humbling days on March the 4th is when I received the nomination for sheriff of Rutherford County. It was being told that despite my success in overcoming my dyslexia, I was no longer qualified to be a deputy sheriff and could not be a successful leader in the community. This is a blatant and hurtful insult, not just to me, but the over 40 million American children and adults that live with dyslexia every day. Additionally, contacted Ms. Gay Ray, speaking for Mr. John Welch at the Tennessee Police Officer Training and Standards Commission, informed me that I had until 9 o'clock that day to prove that I had accepted an acceptable valid diploma. Otherwise, I would be ineligible to serve as a law enforcement officer at all in the state of Tennessee. In one short day, I had my past, present, and future ripped away from me because of political backroom dealings. This is a perfect example of the good old boy politics that has tarnished the reputation of the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office.
Robert right now is on administrative leave with pay. He still doesn't know what his status is. He's been removed as a deputy. His credentials and everything have been taken away from him. And the Sheriff's Department is refusing to give him any kind of written reason as to why. As Robert just stated, this occurred the day before all the shenanigans started with the Post Commission. Now, they're not able to fire him now because he does have a valid diploma. So we are asking the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department to please reinstate his deputy status and do what they need to do with him as an employee of the Sheriff's Department. That's what we're asking for. We're asking for some kind of clarification, and we're asking for it now. Enough is enough.
What about all the people across the state, regardless of what office they're running for, if they've had a special education degree or if they have a disability? How many people have not been allowed to run for office that we don't even know about? Not everybody can pick up the phone and call the Lieutenant Governor's office or a politician to help them out. And this just isn't right. The state should never be allowed to do this again.
This kind of information about his diploma coming out, we didn't release this. So how did that come out? And the Human Resource Department didn't release it. So all this information, all these things that are happening from the Sheriff's Department and the Post Commission, and the people down below in the Human Resources Department don't have any clue about what's going on.
With everything that's going on in Washington, everything that Barack Obama, Nancy Pelosi, and Harry Reid are doing to violate our rights, trample on the Constitution, we need somebody that we can trust in the Sheriff's Department and at all levels of government to protect our rights. How can we trust someone to be sheriff when he's violating his rights? How is he going to protect the rights of the people?
Honestly, I think it's just all politics.